Next problem, problem 8. Miss Naina, a resident, a lecturer of the college in Delhi, gives you the following particulars of her income relating to the financial year 1819. Computer income from other sources for the assessment year 1920. The first one, he received rupees 50,000 as royalty from a publisher for publishing the book. So any income from in the form of royalty for publishing any book, it will be treated as income from the other sources. And now check whether any expenditure which has been incurred by the assessee for earning the income. So if you observe in the problem, they have given that she claims the following deduction. First one, salary paid to clerk for proof reading. So it is related to publishing of book. So this 1% can be claimed for the deduction from the royalty amount. Second one, purchase books worth rupees 1,000 with regard to revision of the book. So even it can be claimed as deduction from the royalty amount because such expenditure has been incurred by the assessee for earning the income called as royalty income for the publishing of book. So 15,000 minus 1,000 for proof clerk salary for paid for clerk and 1,000 for the books purchase. So totally expenditure will be 2,000. The remaining 45,000 will be taken as income from other sources. So we have taken there 50,000 is the income from royalty. Salary paid to clerk is an expenditure 1,000 rupees and purchase of books 1,000 rupees. Totally 2,000 will be deduction and balance amount 48,000 will be taken as income from other sources. And third deduction, they have told that bank charges 1% commission for collection of the dividend. So it is not related to royalty. So let's check it out whether there is any dividend income. Second one, remuneration received 4,000 rupees as remuneration for acting as chief examiner. So any remuneration for acting as a chief examiner because he is working as a lecturer and he is not delivering any lecturing job or lecturer in the colleges. He is acting as a chief examiner. So this is not related to a profession. So this one or this amount will be taken as income from other sources. So rupees 4,000 has been taken under the aid called as taxable income from the other sources because this income is not related to our profession. So if you are not charging under the income from profession, then ultimately it will be taken to the income from other sources. Third one, she won rupees 10,000 in crossword puzzle. So it is nothing but it's an casual income. So if you, in the case of casual income, if it is more than 10,000 rupees, 3 days will be deducted and the net amount will be given. So we need to do the cross up. If the amount is less than 10,000, then no TDS will be deducted. So directly the amount will be gross up amount. So again, no need to do the gross up. So directly we will take the 10,000 rupees as an income from the crossword puzzle under the paid called as income from other sources. Next, we have income called as receive dividend 20% on preference shares of FE of rupees 50,000. So here they are receiving the dividend on preference shares. So I already discussed that any dividend from the Indian company is fully exempted from the taxes. And if any dividend from the foreign company or cooperative society, it is fully taxable. So here they have earned the dividend from the Indian company because they are not mentioned any company name. So it is assumed that it's an Indian company and the amount is less than 10 lakhs. So it is fully exempted from the taxes. And they have given the deduction amount, that is the bank charges 1% commission for the collection of dividend. Since the dividend amount which has been received is not taxable and even the commission or the deduction cannot be bank. So fourth one, dividend on preference shares is exempted from the taxes. Next we have interest on fixed deposit with Canara Bank at 8% on 50,000. So deposit amount is 50,000 and they are receiving the interest at rate of 8%. And in the case of interest fixed deposit with the bank, the if the amount is more than 10,000 rupees, TDS will be applicable. If it is less than 10,000 rupees, no TDS will be applicable. Directly we are going to take the amount. But in this case, they have given the investment amount as well as our deposit amount and the rate of interest. We are going to directly calculate the interest amount, that is 50,000 into 8%. We will get 4,000 as interest on fixed deposit. But in the case, if they given the interest amount, check it out whether it's more than 10,000 rupees or less than 10,000. If it is more than 10,000, then the tax will be deducted from the source. The net amount will be given. So we need to do the gross up. If it is less than 10,000, no tax will be deducted. So it is assumed it's a gross up amount. So directly we will take to the income from other sources. And last one we have received interest on government securities, rupees 3,000. And if you observe, they are not mentioned the word called as tax-free securities. Okay, so in case they are not mentioned the tax-free securities, then it is assumed that it's an less tax securities. And the less tax and it is related to government securities. So for the less tax government securities, no TDS will be applicable. So directly we are going to take the amount under the head called as taxable income from other sources. I'm repeating, interest on government securities, we need to check whether it's less tax-free or tax-free securities. In the case of less tax-free securities, and if it is issued by the government, no TDS will be applicable. Directly we are going to see amount as in gross up amount will be taxable under the head called as income from other sources. So total amount from the income from other sources is 69,000. And they have given the note that we are not taking the bank charges for collection of dividend is not deductible because the dividend on Indian companies to be exempted from the taxes. Next, we move on to next problem. Problem 9. Mr. Manu, resident as the following income during the year ending 31st March 2019. Dividend declared by first income, dividend declared by M company on 31st March 2019. That is in the previous year. So if you check that they are receiving the dividend from the M company, it is nothing but it's an Indian company, and the amount is less than 10 lakhs, so it is fully exempted from the tax. So it is a tax-free income. Second, dividend declared by Z company again it's an Indian company, so they are earning the income for the dividend in the previous year, and the amount is less than 10 lakhs, so it is fully exempted from the taxes. Next, interest dividend received on 1/5/2018, that is in the previous year, and even they are receiving the interest dividend, it is nothing but dividend amount. And if they are not mentioned any information regarding the company, it is assumed that it's an Indian company and it is to be exempted from the taxes if it is less than 10 lakh rupees, and the amount is 3,000, which is less than 10 lakh, so it is fully exempted from the taxes. So dividend declared by M company is tax-free, dividend declared by Z company is tax-free, and interest dividend received, which is 3,000, is also tax-free. Next, we'll see the other income. He won gold worth rupees 10 lakhs from Punjab State Lottery. So here they have clearly mentioned that he won gold. So here he is not receiving the amount, or he is not receiving the gift in the form of cash. He is receiving the gift in the form of kind because they are receiving the gold. So if any gift which has been received by the assessee in the form of kind, either in the form of phosphate or in the form of gold. So before paying that amount or before giving that gift, the company will take the amount from the person who have won that. Means before paying the 10 lakh rupees to the assessee or worth gold to the assessee, the tax amount will be collected from the assessee. So again, we are not going to do the cross up. So directly the 10 lakh rupees will be taken under the head called as income from other sources. Means any income called as casual income which has been received in the form of time already the tax amount will be paid by the assessee to the company. So they are not deducting the tax amount. So entire amount will be taken as an income from other sources. Next, we have during March 2019, we had rupees 1 lakh as prize money on our basis. The condition says that the income for the casual income from the billing or the art basis, if it is more than 10,000 rupees, we need to do the period. If it is less than 10,000, we're not supposed to do any period. But if you observe that they are claiming that these horses are owned by him and expenditure incurred on maintenance of these horses amounted to rupees 1,60,000. So we have already discussed that no expenditure can be claimed for the casual income, only expenditure which has to incur the assessee for maintenance of the horse race or horses. And such expenditure can be claimed only from the winning from the horse races. So here is winning this 1 lakh rupees, but he is incurring the expenditure of 1,60,000. So there is no any income for him because the expenditure is more than the income. So no need of gross up. So directly they are taking that winning from horse race is 1 lakh and the expenditure incurred by the assessee is 1,60,000. So balance they get 60,000 rupees and that 60,000 rupees will be carried forward to the next year. Means such loss can be recovered or it can be adjusted in the next coming income or the next winnings from the horse races only. So we have given that loss to be carry forward rupees 60,000 and that loss has to be recovered only from the winning from horse races only, not from the other income. So this will be extremely chapter 5 set of and carry forward losses. Means any loss from the horse races has to be adjusted with the winning from horse races only, not with the other income. And this will be carried forward for next 4 years. And next, the last one we have gift of building. So building is nothing but it's an immobile property from elder brother of his father-in-law. So this elder brother of father-in-law not be included in the term called as relative. So you'll be a non-relative and here had given the stamp value rupees 25 lakhs. So if any gift which has been received by the assessee in the form of immovable property without paying any consideration. If you observe, they are not given the information that whether is paying any amount. So it is nothing but without consideration is receiving the gift from the other party. So in such a case, we need to take the stamp duty value. And if the stamp duty value is less than 50,000, it will be exempted from the taxes. And we need to consider only each and individual transaction, not the aggregate or total. Each and every transaction has to be considered, and if that value or the stamp duty value is less than 50,000 is fully exempted from the taxes, and the stamp duty value of each asset is more than 50,000, then its entire amount will be taxable. So here, the stamp duty value of the building is rupees 25 lakh, which is more than 50,000. So entire 25 lakh will be taxable under the state called as income from other sources. So gift of building from elder brother of his law because he is not a relative, non-relative person.